would love to be able to accomplish the Great Commission without ever meeting anyone. Just through the push of the button.
Right.
And it betrays the motive of our own heart that we can't do it without we can't do it without God relationship, we can't do it without each other relationship. And when we bring someone to the kingdom, we bring them, it's really just love reaching out to them and loving them into the kingdom.
And in a highly technological world, there's an even greater need for that. There's a craving for that.
Yeah, I think.
Which I think puts Christians in a really interesting, good place of the distinctive we have is we ought to be, Michael Weir said that we have unique resources. We ought to be able to love better. We ought to be able to do this.
Yeah, right.
That's the plan. That's what he gave to us.
Oh, yeah.
So we should be able to do this together as one. Let me ask you about what it's like working with other church leaders, other pastors. If this idea of working together as one is in fact the dream of Jesus, the prayer of Jesus on the worst night of his life, that we would be one as he and the Father are one. As a pastor who's been in San Diego for just
27 years,
a chunk of time, and you feel called to that area, what would you say to other pastors in other cities when it comes to this idea of working together as one?
Yeah. My joke is the way you approach another pastor is the way you would approach a growling dog, with your hand down, letting him smell you so that he's assured that you mean him no harm.
Okay.
Because pastors are very suspect of other pastors in terms of guarding their territory. They have limited resources, so I have so many people in my pews and I have so many dollars in my budget, and you're a new church in town and you're going to steal some of my people. And so pastors are distrustful. And the second thing is that we are very busy. So busy serving God. So we're not looking for one more thing to do. So here's what I did, and this goes back 25 years now. So I called about 25 pastors in the North San Diego area, and did the John 17. And I know we all feel bad about not being one. So I gave them a 3x5 card, and I said, just write down the 4 things that you would be willing to do together as pastors. And I got no agreement on anything. So then I decided to host quarterly an event. I'd bring in a great speaker. Our church would pay for the meal, and they would just come. And they would sit around round tables, and they gradually were starting to become friends.
And they came.
And they came.
Okay.
Yeah. So I did this for 3 years, and then after 3 years, I gathered just 12 of them, and I said, here's the question. If you could regularly influence 60,000 people, I chose a small number, 60,000 people, without hiring anybody, increasing your budget, or building a building, would you do it? And I said, and this is a quote, Mark, we know you now, and we trust you. Of course we would. What's up? And I said, we can, if we just do it together. If instead of me putting campuses up against you and you putting campuses up against me, why don't we just all hook arms and share best practices and be bros and do this together? Bros and gals, you know. And so we started this, and we've been doing it now for all this time.
What does that look like when you say doing this together?
Well, we meet quarterly still. Okay. There's about 70 churches. Okay. And so we pick different subjects. It's only 4 meetings, so we pick the minister or pastor's life. There's always something to learn about that, and either we'll pick an outside speaker, or more often one of us will share, or there's a panel.
Yeah, sure.
Or we talk about community transformation, community impact, and there's any number of areas, and there we do this project where we combine with 5 mayors, the educational system of those 5 cities, and the businesses of those 5 cities. And the mayor, the businesses, and the educational system understands that we're a powerful group of 70 pastors, and we want to hook arms with them and change our community, and tackling the low-hanging fruit first. And so we've been doing that for a number of years, and that's working. And then we pick oftentimes some tough theological issues that maybe have to do with changing culture.
Yeah, sure.
What do we do about this? What do we do about that? And so we're doing this kind of thing. We're growing and learning, high-fiving each other, and we treat nobody better based on the size of their church, based on
equal.
And if they want to do Jesus together, it doesn't matter Catholic, Orthodox, evangelical, free church, charismatic, we're all one. Then I meet monthly with a subset of them, about 15 pastors, and they're all 40 and under, that they have no mentors in their life, or I get to be one of them. And I pick a subject, and they know that they can bring any question. We bang it around, we do coffee, we laugh, we joke together. Not everybody can come to every meeting, but it's the idea of doing the John 17, the we, because the we is bigger than the me.